Technique Tuesday.
Boom. This week we're talking about the FIT principle, the principles of training, and how they apply to your training. Let's get to it. Before we talk about the FIT principle, we want to make sure that we understand what the principles of training are. Okay, so first and foremost, we have overload. And this is going to be a stimulus that's put on your body that you are not yet accustomed to. The next one's going to be progression. And progression is going to be focused on progressively overloading your body. So adding that new stimuli to your body in a progressive manner. Finally, we have specificity, and this is going to be specific stress. Okay, so putting those specific stresses onto your body in a progressive manner, and we're overloading that body. So we want to make sure that we're using the FIT principle to apply these principles to our training. Let's go ahead and check out what the FIT principles are, and then we'll kind of jump into explanations for each of them. So the FIT principle is going to consist of 4 different parts whenever we're looking at it and how it applies to your training. We're going to be looking at the frequency, the intensity, the time, and the type. All 4 of these will relate to your training in different ways, but let's see how each of them relates to it piece by piece. So the first one we're going to talk about is frequency, and this is how often you exercise. So during a week, you might have a few sessions with your exercises where you do different exercises to hit different muscle groups. So as you can see right here, my first day of the week might be bench press, and I still want to work my chest, so then I'll do a second day of plyo push-ups, followed by a third day of some dips. All of these are still working our chest, our triceps, and our shoulders, and that way we can still build that push-up form even through that. Sometimes 3 days might be too much, and we can always cut back to 2 days a week, or potentially even down to 1 day a week, and even a easier variation. The next one we're going to look at is intensity, and this is how hard you exercise. So remember when we were talking about heart rate and RPE, this is essentially what this is. So as you can see right here, I'm doing a low RPE overhead press. This is going to be an easier overhead press, followed by a harder one where the RPE is going to be upwards of 8 to 10. You can see right here that everything is going well, and then I start struggling around rep 3 because the RPE gets too high. This is where the intensity might need to get put down a little bit during our regular training so we can make sure that everything that we're doing is progressing us forward towards our goals. Next, we're going to look at type, and this is what kind of exercise you're planning to do. So in this course, we talked a lot about body weight training, but you could also do some weight training like I'm doing here with curls, or maybe even some type of yoga. Your body weight can be used to make many different shapes. You also could add in something aerobic like cycling on a bike. These 3 different types of workouts are going to be very similar, and they're still going to boost your aerobic capacity, your muscular strength, and your bone density while keeping everything in check with your goals. Finally, we have the time, and this is how long you're going to exercise. This one's a little bit hard to get on video, but as you can see right here, it's just going to depend on the length of exercise that you plan to do. So as you can see, the FIT principle has a lot of variability in making sure that you reach your goals. We want to make sure that we are consistently using those principles of training, which were overload, progression, and specificity. And then we want to make sure that we are including our use of frequency, intensity, type, and time. Okay, just to recap, frequency is going to be how often we train, intensity is going to be how hard we train, type is going to be what we train, and time is going to be how long we train. I hope this helps, and I hope that you are able to reach your goals by incorporating some FIT principle training to your own workouts.